Support for this podcast comes from listeners and St. Alphonsus Health System, a regional network of hospitals, clinics, and care providers. St. Alphonsus offers comprehensive healthcare services to individuals and families throughout the community. More information about services and locations is available at stalphonsus.org.
From Boise State Public Radio, this is The Connector. It's Idaho's Daily News. Good morning. I'm George Prentice. Well, they're going at quagga mussels again. Yes, they have yet to rid those from the Snake River. We have the latest on that. Plus, we'll check in with national parks and how they are faring in the shadow of the government shutdown. It is Tuesday, the 7th of October, and here come today's stories. Today marks the 2-year anniversary of the October 7th terror attacks in Israel. 1,200 people were killed by Hamas, and hundreds more were taken hostage. Those events, of course, started a war in Gaza, a war that the United Nations reports has killed 65,000 Palestinians. Julie Lukata talked to one of Idaho's Jewish leaders about today's anniversary.
Johanna Hershenson is the rabbi at Havath Beth Israel, a Reform synagogue in Boise. She says the events that day affected the entire Jewish community, both in Israel and abroad.
Violence is violence. There's no sense there. And what happened on that day was the most violent attack against Jews in decades. And it was very painful.
Hershenson says it's also been very painful to see the destruction of Gaza in response to the terror attacks.
It's very important for all of us in the Western world and the community that I serve, the Jewish community, to find the humanity in one another.
On Monday, negotiators for Hamas and Israel met in Egypt to discuss a potential ceasefire, which could include the release of the surviving hostages. Julie Luketa, Boise State Public Radio News.
While it's another day of a shutdown of the federal government, the messaging remains the same from Idaho's congressional delegation. Not too many announcements Monday other than to say their offices remain open. Idaho Congressman Russ Fulcher did send out a statement on social media.
And our friends on the Democrat side are not being reasonable right now. They need to come back to the table and get this government turned on again.
If you want to visit a national park, you may be in luck. Some parks remain accessible. Rachel Cohen reports.
Roads and trails are open at parks, and essential services like search and rescue are continuing, yet most buildings are closed. There are some exceptions. In Utah, the state government is stepping in to keep some visitor centers open, and many parks partner with nonprofits to run gift shops and educational programs. Mindy Reisenberg works for the nonprofit Grand Canyon Conservancy. She says its staff continue to answer visitor questions and swear in junior rangers, even as most park staff are furloughed. But she says it's not the case everywhere.
Some parks don't have custodial staff working, and there aren't rangers all over, and we need people to treat our parks like they are precious.
She says visitors could take their trash out of the park so it doesn't build up, and she says donating to nonprofit partners or buying their souvenirs helps support parks, which aren't collecting entrance fees during the shutdown. For the Mountain West News Bureau, I'm Rachel Cohen.
The Snake River is once more being treated with a copper chemical called natrix to kill invasive quagga mussels. Quagga still invades the river system, and this is the third round of treatment in less than 2 years. Nick Zerflu is with the Idaho Department of Ag. He says complete eradication is still the goal.
There is a profound impact down there, economical, environmental impact of quagga mussels that staying aggressive here and spending some state resources as well as, having some federal partners that come to the table, it is the juice is worth the squeeze.
And officials remind us a full infestation could clog hydropower pipes and disrupt entire river ecosystems. Now to the city of Ketchum and a new way to manage parking in that resort community. Indeed, we have parking meters, payment kiosks, and of course parking enforcement officers. Now comes aerial sensors that see where we park, when we park, and how long we stay there.
The old adage, what gets measured gets managed.
This is Ketchum City Administrator Jade Riley. Councilwoman Amanda Breen questioned the censor's effect on privacy.
Is it taking pictures of license plates?
It is not. So it's not identifying people. It's not identifying even specific vehicles or license plates.
The company that sells these sensors is called Clever City, and one of its current clients is another resort community, Park City, Utah. And that is today's episode of The Connector. I'm George Prentice. We'll see you back here come Wednesday. You can stay in touch with the news anytime at BoiseStatePublicRadio.org and tell your friends and family about The Connector and how they can find it wherever they find their favorite podcasts. For now, to you, thanks for listening.
Sources and methods, the crown jewels of the intelligence community. Shorthand for how do we know what's real? Who told us? If you have those answers, you're on the inside, and NPR wants to bring you there. From the Pentagon to the State Department to spy agencies, listen to understand what's really happening and what it means for you. Sources and Methods, the new national security podcast from NPR.